So with that being said, let's jump in. Are you ready?
Oh my goodness, I forgot what we were doing because I got so excited.
I know. So here we go. We have been so excited about this. We are going to make our holiday extract. So Amy DeLong Maine will probably post this. You don't have to, Amy, but you always do. If you go into our recipe or our extract blog and you search for the term holiday, you'll see 2 holiday recipes. One of them is the holiday mingle that Starlet put together, and then the other is Dawn's holiday extract that Dawn from our group put together. And both of these extracts are amazing. We are taking kind of bits and pieces.
Well, it's mostly Dawn's.
Mostly
But
Dawn's.
we're changing it up just a little bit. But we wanted you to go to the website, see all 3, and then decide what you want to do.
Yep, decide what you want to do. So we're going to take most of what we're doing from Dawn's. So holiday extracts. Let's just talk about holiday extracts for a minute, why it's special. So as you'll recall, we made the spiced rum extract a show or 2 ago. That is a great extract for the holidays just because the spiced rum and the vanilla beans just go so good together. This is like a spiced rum extract times 1,000 because we're actually taking holiday spices and we're going to put them into the extract with a rum to be able to make extracts that go wonderfully with all of like our fall and holiday favorites. So we're going to use this a year from now in our live event at the beginning of the holiday season to start making some things like donuts. But it goes great with like banana bread, pumpkin spice bread, donuts, chocolate chip cookies, all those things, right?
It's lovely.
All those things. So let's jump in. Let's review what ingredients do we have.
Okay, so the list of ingredients for this extract are 1 ounce of Mexican beans, 1 ounce of Madagascar beans. We've got rum, and then we also have 1 cinnamon stick, and 1 whole nutmeg crushed into about 4 to 6 pieces. And then 1 to 2 allspice berries. We're going to put in 1. We're going to start, and then you can always add later if you want to. So let's just get started.
Let's get started. So like all of these, you kind of season it to what you like the most. So if you're a nutmeg fan, then err on the high side. If you love the allspice, err on the high side. If you don't love it, cut some back or eliminate it. It's whatever you want to do.
And this is what Dawn says. If you see the recipe on her website, Dawn explains all of this. This is how she kind of came up with, this recipe, and this is very similar to hers.
Right, it's a starting point. I think she calls it a baseline. So here we go.
Yep. Okay,
our first ever holiday extract.
Again, if you're new at making vanilla extract, you can do all kinds of things with these beans. You can cut it down the middle, slice it up, tie it up, and keep it all together so you can use that caviar later. I am going to slice it down the middle because I want all that pretty caviar in my extract, and then I'm just gonna cut it in 3, just like that easy. And then just to save time, I've already done that on 1 ounce of Mexican and 1 ounce Madagascar. Now that's a little bit more than Dawn has in her recipe.
Yeah, it's a little bit more, but here's what we love about Dawn's choice of using Mexican and Madagascar. If you've had both beans, you know that Madagascar is the classic buttery, creamy, traditional vanilla, which is wonderful and about everything. Mexican is known for its rich, it has kind of a mocha cocoa taste, but also has a little bit of a chocolate vanilla spice. Like it's got a kick to it. And so we couldn't think of a better bean to use in the holiday extracts because of that little bit of a spice, and it lends itself really well to be used with a dark or with a spiced rum, and then all these other ingredients as well. The other thing, as we're putting these beans in with ease, we should talk about the dangers of cutting nutmeg for the first time.
Oh, geez.
Oh my gosh. So we have never
Remember that when we did that? Oh my gosh,
oh my
it made a mess.
gosh. Yes, so we had never done it before. When we were cutting it that first time, it's like cutting a walnut. I mean, and I had forgotten, but we put the blade on it, we try to hit the blade down, and nutmeg goes everywhere. So if it's your first time cutting nutmeg, clean your floors, make sure everything's clean, because you might have to reach down and pick a piece of nutmeg up off the floor, because those things are really, really hard to cut.
Not might, you're going to have to
You're
pick them
going
off
to
the
have
floor.
to. And if any of you have a nutmeg cutting trick, maybe you just use one of those walnut crackers or something, like a nutcracker.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe that's it.
You could do that.
That maybe would have been easier than the knife.
Always just pop it the first time. Then it's easy after you get that first cut. It's just real easy after that. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to put my cinnamon the jars. And then I've got all the pieces of nutmeg. I'm gonna put those in.
So this is going to be 16 ounces of extract. So we used 2 ounces of vanilla beans. We have used a lot of nutmeg. It's a couple of whole nutmegs that we're putting in.
No, just
one whole nutmeg.
And one allspice berry.
One allspice berry.
Yep. Dawn says 1 to 2. I'm going to start with 1. I'm going to see how that works. If I want to add more later, I can. I use this pretty bottle because I'm thinking by next Christmas it may be the perfect gift. And I could just, give it in this really pretty bottle and not much else. I'll be done. My Christmas shopping will be done. I won't have to do anything.
There you go. That's what we love about vanilla extract. A meat mallet is what someone said to cut it.
Oh, a meat mallet.
Put a meat mallet.
Yeah.
What a great idea. There you go.
There you go.
Thank you for that. We could have used you before.
All those times ago.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Another thing that's a little bit different than Dawn's is she uses spiced rum, which would be perfect with this. But since we used spiced rum a couple of times ago, we wanted to mix it up a little bit. And someone gifted us this Ron Allegro dark rum from the Dominican Republic. And we thought this would be kind of a fun little experiment to see how this works with all these yummy holiday spices.
So this rum is really dark and it's spicy, and so it's like no other rum that we've had. And
very different.
It's very different. So Ron Allegro, Dominican Republic. It's a dark, rich, with like a spicy kind of rum kick. So it's not, like the Captain Morgan spiced rum that we've talked about before. This is just a traditional dark rum that has kind of a spicy kick, and we think it would be perfect for holiday cooking. So we're going to try this one. We're excited to use it.
Yep,
You got
so
it?
I'm just going to pour it in here.
So look how simple this is. So we've got the allspice, the cinnamons, the nutmeg. We've got 2 ounces of vanilla beans. We're adding 16 ounces of dark rum. We'll fill it all the way to the top. And then all we do is put the cork on it and we wait. And so this is what we do at the start of every show. We kick it off by making an extract. For those of you that are new, you see how easy it is. But as you get into it, you realize how complicated it is. One of the big comments that we get all the time, One of the big comments that we get all the time is, isn't it easy? Isn't it just putting vanilla beans in booze and then waiting? And the reality is that it's not. It can be quite complicated. What kind of beans, what kind of alcohol, what kind of spices, what kind of bottle, how does it all kind of work together? And here you go.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
I don't know. Do you think they might
Oh, well, this is a larger bottle? Oh.
It is a little bit larger bottle. That's why
we pre-measured the 16 ounces.
It with 16 ounces. We do have bottles similar to this on our website. But the most fun thing is to go find some cute bottles.
Yeah.
Like that's half the fun is finding, I love seeing your posts of all these cute bottles you're finding. And a couple of our group members actually got to know each other over the group. Michelle Pagetta and Lori Lanford.
Yes.
They got together and went bottle shopping, and her husband drove them around and they went shopping. I thought, how lucky are you guys? You have a bottle shopping friend. So, find a cute bottle.
Wherever you can find it. Finding
yeah.
the right bottle. That's like a fun Saturday or weekend activity or holiday activity. Go out. People find them at antique shops. They find them at retailers. They find them everywhere. When you find a cool one, post it, because so much of the fun is just a bottle.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you show that up close on the camera just to see how pretty that is.
Sure. So you can see what it looks like. Hopefully that's coming through. You can see the spices there. So we'll put this in a cool, dark place.
Dawn also says that she just kind of shakes it up every so often. And then she just leaves everything in there for a year. But she also says that, if you want to, after a couple months, check it, because maybe the cinnamon is a little too strong. There's different kinds of cinnamon out there. Some cinnamon is stronger than the other. So check it to see what you like. And maybe you say, oh, I think this needs cloves. It's missing cloves. You can add some cloves. If it's too strong, take everything out and just leave the vanilla in. It's whatever you like.
Yep.
Taste is so subjective.
It is, and when you're adding all the spices, this isn't an extract that you put in the basement and you lock it away for a year, is your point. This is one you're hands-on.
Well, you want to until you perfect it to the way you like it. And then once you do that, you can leave it. But this, you kind of have to see what it is that you like.
But you got to remember, you're putting the vanilla beans in there, and in our case, we always want vanilla beans to be the strongest portion of it, and the vanilla beans are going to take about a year. And so play with the spices throughout the year, but you're going to have to give it at least a year for the vanilla beans to kick in and to do their job so they're extracted properly,
Yeah.
right?
And I want to put a shout out to the holiday mingle that Starlet's recipe on our website. Hers sounds absolutely delicious. There's a few more ingredients in it, but I think it's definitely worth a try. So take a look, and maybe you want to try that one.
There you go. Wonderful. How about that? So there we go. First ever holiday extract. Check back
How
in a
easy
year.
was that?
We'll crack that thing open this time next year, and we'll have a fun show, and we'll talk about different applications that we made with it. But thank you so much, Dawn and Starlet, and anyone else that has great extract ideas. If you try things, share it. And if we see it, we'll put it on the blog, and we love adding everyone's recipes to the blog, and usually we'll send you free beans as part of adding the recipe to the blog. So share those extract recipes with us, and we'll share them with everyone else. Lori got on here and said how much she loved going shopping with Michelle. She's like, that was the best day.